So you're now seeing the pictures of the Bank of Ghana choir. They are singing at that occasion of the lecture marking the 60th anniversary of the central bank. Like I said, the president is at that lecture, and we're expecting to hear a few words concerning the biggest issue of the week, that is the UT Bank and Capital Bank takeover. Of course, we must understand that this takeover was not just an arbitrary action taken by GCB Bank. It was actually under the auspices of the central bank, because UT Bank and Capital Bank could not meet the capitalization threshold of the Bank of Ghana. They could not meet some laws set by the Bank of Ghana. So this is very much something they were forced to do, and that is UT Bank and Capital Bank. And we are expecting to hear the president make some comments on this issue in this particular forum. So we are staying tuned to what is happening there. Of course, apart from the president, like I said, we also have a number of dignitaries there. The Bank of Ghana Governor, Dr. Ernest Addison, is one of them. He has already addressed the gathering. Earlier, we had Professor Jan Bafo, the Minister of Planning, speaking on behalf of the Finance Minister. Of course, Professor Jan Bafo is one of these ministers who is very much involved in the economic sector of the country, that is the executive being government. And so we will be taking you there in a few minutes to take you to see the action there at that lecture. Of course, the main event will be the attendance of the president, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Again, it is something that is happening there. So we'll take you there now to catch the action.
Including capacity development and forging a single monetary union in the sub-region. I urge you not to rest on your oars. Please remain committed and improve on your past successful experiences and challenges in order to shape your future towards making Ghana the great nation it deserves to be. I thank you, and God bless the Republic of Ghana. Thank you very much.
And we say many thanks to you, representative from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we shall now receive fraternal greetings from the World Bank.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Ghana, Excellency, Vice President, Chief Justice, Your Excellencies, Honorable Ministers, Governor of Bank of Ghana, board members, as they say, all protocols observed. On behalf of the World Bank Group, it is indeed my great honor to be here today to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Bank of Ghana. Congratulations, BoG. Your Excellencies, I can disclose that we have at least two things in common. First, Ghana joined the World Bank 60 years ago in September 1957. Second, much less important, I'm also 60 years this year. Today, as we celebrate BoG's 60th year in delivering its functions, including, as we've heard, monetary stability, maintaining the value of the cedi, promoting economic development, Ghana has indeed witnessed tremendous economic progress over the years, which has propelled the country to what we call middle-income status. This has facilitated not only growth, but also significant reduction in poverty, something that is dear to Your Excellency and to all of us. At the World Bank, we have found BoG to be a dependable partner in our efforts to support Ghana to reduce poverty and increase shared prosperity. BoG is the anchor of economic stability, as we've heard, that allows us all to design projects and implement sustainable living conditions for Ghanaians. We have partnered with BoG to tackle specific financial sector stability issues, including supervision of the banking sector, resolution of weak financial institutions, promotion of financial inclusion, and protection of consumers. Unlike me, who is growing old, I know that BoG remains agile at 60 years old. In this regard, we commend BoG's leadership for the introduction of mobile money and other digital financial services. We have significantly contributed to these, and we will continue to do so. As we celebrate the 60th anniversary, I'd like to restate the commitment of the World Bank Group to the continued partnership with BoG and with the government of Ghana. We look forward to supporting efforts to increase financial inclusion through interoperability, through increased information to borrowers, through strengthened collateral frameworks, and also to boost financial literacy. Your Excellencies, in conclusion, I'd like to once again congratulate BoG and its staff for their professionalism and dedication. The respect that BoG enjoys in Ghana and throughout the region reflects your hard work and also your commitment to the mission of Ghana. Happy anniversary, congratulations, God bless BoG, God bless Ghana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And on behalf of the former governors and the present governor, we wish you a happy birthday, 60 years today. Happy birthday to you, sir. May we also call on BCIO for a message. Please put your hands together as we welcome a representative from BCIO.
Excellences, Monsieur le Président de la République du Ghana, Excellences, Monsieur le Vice-président de la République du Ghana, Madame la Présidente de la Cour suprême, Monsieur les membres du gouvernement du Ghana, Monsieur le gouverneur de la Banque centrale du Ghana, Mesdames et Messieurs les gouverneurs des banques centrales africaines, honorables invités en vos rangs, grades et qualités, Mesdames et Messieurs, vous aurez compris que mon allocution se fera en français et je vous remercie d'avance de m'accorder ce privilège. Mesdames et Messieurs, je mesure à sa juste valeur le privilège qui m'est fait, en ma qualité de gouverneur de la Banque centrale des États de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, de prendre la parole à l'occasion de la célébration du 60e anniversaire de la Banque du Ghana. Cette invitation est un honneur personnel, mais surtout une marque de considération pour l'institution que je représente. Tous mes remerciements pour cet accueil plus que fraternel. Nous le savons tous, le Ghana est l'un des premiers pays d'Afrique à accéder à l'indépendance en 1957. C'est donc tout naturellement que sa banque centrale, la Banque du Ghana, est l'une des premières à voir le jour sur le continent. 60 ans dans la vie d'un être humain, c'est l'âge de la plénitude. 60 ans pour une institution, c'est l'accomplissement et la consolidation. En effet, à 60 ans, le passé a été maîtrisé et l'expérience acquise permet de gérer le présent avec plus d'assurance et plus de professionnalisme. Quant à l'avenir, il se prépare avec plus de sérénité et plus d'optimisme parce que la capacité de réflexion, d'anticipation et d'action se sont accrues. C'est ça la Banque du Ghana. Mesdames et Messieurs, la politique monétaire est un art difficile qui repose autant sur la théorie économique, mais aussi sur l'expérience et le professionnalisme accumulés par la Banque centrale au fil des années. La conduite d'une politique monétaire permettant la stabilité macroéconomique et financière demande de l'habilité, de la compétence et parfois même du courage. Accomplir une telle mission pendant 60 ans demande donc de l'endurance, de la rigueur et de solides convictions pour atteindre les résultats escomptés. Je voudrais, compte tenu de ce parcours de la Banque du Ghana, féliciter tous ceux qui ont contribué à l'édification de la banque et rendre un hommage chaleureux à vous-même d'abord, Monsieur le gouverneur de la Banque centrale du Ghana, ainsi qu'à tous vos prédécesseurs pour les qualités que vous avez déployées et pour l'immense contribution que vous avez apportée. Mesdames et Messieurs, au cours des 60 dernières années, l'action de la Banque centrale du Ghana ne s'est pas limitée à l'économie nationale. Elle a activement contribué, aux côtés des autres banques centrales africaines, au processus d'intégration monétaire en cours, tant au sein de la CEDEAO que de l'Union africaine. En tant que banque centrale sœur, la BCEAO apprécie et salue cette contribution à la cause de l'intégration monétaire africaine. Je voudrais profiter de cette tribune pour réaffirmer encore toute la disponibilité de notre institution à renforcer la coopération avec la Banque du Ghana pour relever ensemble les défis communs. Excellences, Monsieur le Président de la République du Ghana, honorables invités, je voudrais terminer cette adresse en formulant le vœu que la Banque centrale du Ghana, que la Banque du Ghana continue de demeurer une institution forte, crédible, au service des populations. Je lui souhaite par conséquent un très joyeux anniversaire et que Dieu la bénisse. Je vous remercie pour votre très aimable attention.
Mesdames et Messieurs, merci beaucoup, organisation BCEAO. A round of applause for BCEAO. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the African Development Bank. Let's now receive the Ghana Association of Bankers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Association of African Central Banks, we shall receive them now. A round of applause. And so in lieu of all these sister organizations, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for all these regional banking organizations and central banks who have so eloquently rendered solidarity messages. A round of applause for them.
Thank you.
Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in a short while we shall be having the keynote address But before that, let's have a spot of music from Ghana's finest, the Ghana Police Band.
Thank you very much. That's the Ghana Police Band. We'd like to acknowledge, Mr. President, the presence of the Senior Minister, Mr. Yausa Fumafo. Thank you for being here. Please put your hands together for him.
It's been 60 years of self-rule and self-determination, and Ghana 60 years on, here we are laying new foundations for a more robust and formidable nation. It gives me great joy now to introduce to you the architect of the new Ghana. He is not an excellency. He's the one and only President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, architect of the new Ghana, that's big. Vice President, Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Senior Minister, Minister for Planning, Madam Justice of the Supreme Court, members of the Board of Directors of the Bank of Ghana, representatives of African central banks and international financial institutions, members of the Diplomatic Corps, traditional rulers, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to join you for the celebration of the Bank of Ghana's 60th anniversary. Ghana's independence is indeed intertwined with the establishment of the Bank of Ghana. In fact, the passage of the Bank of Ghana Ordinance number 34 by the British Parliament on 4th March 1957 confirmed to our founding fathers that indeed 6th March was just around the corner. I am a lawyer in the company of eminent central bankers and economists. I can only acknowledge the importance of your work in the overall performance of the economy without wandering too much into how you do it. Some of us are intrigued by, quote, the art and science of central banking, unquote, which connotes some sort of magical incantations about its nature. This is an important occasion, the 60th anniversary. And yet what I bring you is not a gift. Rather, it is a simple question. A question that you as central bankers must have been thinking about all this while. What should be the appropriate partnership between the central bank and the government in our change agenda for growth and job creation? Let me look back a little in history before I return to this question. Since commencing operations in August 1957, the Bank of Ghana has played a pivotal role in promoting the country's socio-economic development. Through its diligence and commitment, the bank has attempted to fulfill its mandate to ensure price stability and to create an enabling environment for sustainable growth. I want to express my profound gratitude to all who have contributed in various ways to bring the bank to where it is today. You are a unique institution with a broad mandate. You're not just distinguished technocrats. You are the banker to the government and the custodian of the nation's precious asset, money. You are the currency manager, the source and regulator of liquidity, and above all, the lender of last resort to the banking sector. How you fulfill these multiple roles is what makes you a unique institution. I particularly wish to salute all the governors, boards of directors, top management, monetary policy committee members, and staff, both past and present, for their dedication and service to the bank and to our country over the last 60 years. In doing so, none of us can fail to notice how auspicious it is that on the occasion of your 60th birthday, one of your own should be occupying the high office of Vice President of the Republic. An office whose functions he's discharging with commendable brilliance and high sense of responsibility, as befits a central banker of quality. Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, the theme for the 60th anniversary commemoration, celebrating 60 years of central banking in Ghana, achievements, challenges, and prospects, is appropriate and timely, especially as we celebrated the country's 60th anniversary not so long ago. Some people consider attaining 60 years as effectively the end of dreams and aspirations. But that cannot be the case in the life of a central bank. It has to be the beginning of decisive policymaking after gaining invaluable lessons from the past. There are several decades ahead in the life of the Bank of Ghana as an institution, and I encourage the current management to leverage on the achievements over the past 60 years, confront the challenges, and resolve to make this institution better than it is now. I will not attempt to list the specific achievements of the bank, but suffice it to say that the bank has remained at the forefront in developing and deepening the financial market in Ghana. And it's very important for us that you continue to fulfill this role. But significant challenges remain. These include lowering the cost of funds to ensure increased investment, weeding out unlicensed institutions to engender confidence in the financial system, protecting the integrity of our payment system, protecting the safety of deposits, and broadening and deepening access to banking to many of our rural population. The need to entrench reputation and credibility in the financial system is crucial. A weak banking system undermines growth. And on this basis, the current weaknesses in our banking sector need to be addressed forcefully to minimize any adverse financial consequences to unsuspecting savers and their spillover effects on the economy. My understanding is that a roadmap for addressing banking sector weaknesses is being implemented. I urge you, as the nation's central bank, to remain committed to the process and to address the challenges confronting the banking sector. This will not only guarantee financial stability, but also promote greater confidence in that sector. Your most recent measures in intervening decisively over the matters of UT Bank and Capital Bank demonstrate your preparedness to act in a manner worthy of a responsible central bank, of a praiseworthy regulator. I'm confident that you have the support of the nation. Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, the overall vision of my government is to build a strong economy that would open opportunities for economic transformation and job creation. This broad objective would be achieved through the policies, strategies, and special initiatives that we're putting in place and are consciously executing to fulfill our agenda. Some of these initiatives include investing in critical infrastructure, building our productive capacities, and empowering the private sector through such policies as the One District, One Factory initiative and the National Entrepreneurship and Innovations Plan. It is my firm view that to sustain macroeconomic stability and rapid growth in a developing nation like ours, there must be partnership and cooperation between the central bank and government. The relationship between the bank and the government has been captured in the Bank of Ghana Act of 2002, Act 612, as amended by Act 918 of 2016. While the President appoints the governor and his deputies, as well as members of the board of directors, the bank is guaranteed its operational independence in order to deliver on its multiple mandates. Full autonomy of the bank, however, does not mean that the bank's monetary policies should be at variance with government's overall macroeconomic policies. With 60 years of experience behind us, I believe we should have learned great lessons, both from our own history and from the experiences of other countries about how this partnership should work. History has taught us well that monetary policy must complement fiscal policy to create an enabling macro environment, economic environment, to promote growth and development of the Ghanaian economy. Vice President, ladies, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, at age 60, whether it is in the control of the quantity of money, in managing interest rates, in safeguarding the domestic and external value of the cedi, or ensuring the soundness of the financial system. I urge the Bank of Ghana to reflect soberly on its experiences, the good times and the hard times, take lessons from these challenging times, and focus on working to promote confidence in the economy and instill discipline in the oversight responsibilities of the financial sector. I urge the bank, and by extension the Ministry of Finance, to put in place policies that are both internally and externally consistent. Under my leadership and watch, I insist that there must be greater fiscal and monetary policy coordination to promote and sustain macroeconomic stability. This is the only way by which we will enable the private sector to flourish and create the needed jobs within the economy. Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, globally, central bank has evolved over the years to become one of the anchors of economic policy making. Lessons from the recent global financial crisis indicate that central banks can be relied upon to steer any crisis-ridden economy when there is collaboration between the fiscal and monetary authorities. We, that is the government and the people of Ghana, have high hopes that the Bank of Ghana, given its experience and expertise, will roll out coherent monetary policies that will create the enabling environment for the rapid transformation of the Ghanaian economy. That is what we expect of the central bank. Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, the burden of maintaining stability is not that of the central bank alone. Government has a role to play. We are committed to the path of fiscal consolidation. We must do this so that the Bank of Ghana can concentrate on what it was set up to do. Persistent and excessive fiscal deficits get in the way of the bank's core mandate. To this end, we are committing by statute to ensure that the overall government fiscal deficit remains within a reasonable band of between 3 to 5%, beginning in 2018. We are also working hard to find a solution to the huge energy sector-related debt exposures that threaten the stability of the country's banking system. To offset the legacy debts in the energy sector, government will shortly issue a $2.5 billion energy bond. It will provide much-needed liquidity to the banking sector and also create space for increased investment in the sector by improving the balance sheets of companies such as VRA, Gridco, and ECG. The bond will be collateralized with proceeds from the energy sector levy. Government will continue to pursue vigorously policies that will complement the bank's effort of bringing down the cost of borrowing for the benefit of households and especially of micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises who provide most of the jobs. Government will thus continue to improve the supply of electricity in a bid to reduce the risks inherent in the economy and lower the risk premium that feeds into costs of funds. As captured in the 2017 Asempa budget, we are working hard to formalize the economy by the establishment of a national database through the National Identification System. When fully rolled out, all registered persons will be provided with a unique identification number and an ID card to facilitate the efficient delivery of public and private services, including financial services, mobile banking, mobile commerce, social safety nets, health insurance, and revenue collection, among others. Government will also roll out a national digital property addressing system for the country this year. This is aimed at having digital addresses for all parcels of land and properties in the country. And this should complement the bank's effort at improving the credit referencing system in the country. The national identification and digital address systems are expected to support the development of the country's payment and settlement systems. The foundation for effective and efficient payment systems was laid out some 10 years ago, and more recently, the bank has established a payment system department and a payment settlement council to oversee the development of the payment system in the country. I believe when we harness our synergies, we will be able to build a solid infrastructure for increased and regular usage of electronic payment channels that will promote financial inclusion and a more efficient cashless society. To conclude, Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, whilst congratulating the bank on its achievement over the years, I want to stress that the current socio-economic challenges of our beloved Ghana demand that every hand should be on deck. I wish to reiterate my call for stronger partnership as well as greater degree of policy coordination between the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance. This call is for the bank, within its remit of operational independence, to play a pivotal role in formulating and implementing policies that will enable the economic transformation of our nation that we all desire. Monsieur le gouverneur de la Banque centrale de l'Afrique de l'Ouest, vous êtes le bienvenu et on vous remercie vivement pour votre présence et vos mots de solidarité. Vice President, Governor, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire people of Ghana, I wish the Bank of Ghana a happy and memorable Diamond Jubilee celebration. Thank you, and may God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana. Make a great day.
That was President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo speaking at the 60th anniversary of the commemoration of the Bank of Ghana. 60 years of central banking is what they call it. He's been speaking on a number of issues, particularly financial policies put out by his government in the past 8 to 7 months. Now, this is News Desk.